And I'll just say, like my first, I don't know if it was my first, but one vivid experience of an all-black institution was when I took my first graduate course in history at Jackson State University, which is an HBCU in Jackson, Mississippi. And what I loved about it, there were all kinds of ways to be Black. So you had the Black science students, you had the Black drama and thespian crowd, you had the Black historians, you had the Black mathematicians, you had the Black dancers. There was no one way to be Black. And so I was just blown away by the beautiful, varied cultural interest, intellectual diversity that I saw on a Black college campus.
It reminds me of that Black educator, Jawanza Kunjufu. He says, every young Black boy has an option. You can be popular or smart. And in those white environments, that was often our choice. Yeah. Like it wasn't, you can be creative or you can be, you have to choose. You can be a nerd, you can be a class clown. Like you just kind of be put in those.
Yes.
And so it's like, man, it's wild how reduced we were.
Big time.
In our expression.
I'll give you the exact opposite experience. So that was Jackson State University Graduate School in History, undergrad, Notre Dame, which I came to love. It was rough going because it was a culture shock when I got there because it was 85% white, 85% Catholic, single digits Black folks in terms of percentages, right? And I remember, speaking of these boxes, one, I got asked, what sport do you play? Now, granted, I'm in good shape, but I still don't look like a D1 athlete.
Right.
I'm just Black, right?
Yeah.
And then I had this other friend of mine who was a bigger dude, a Black dude, and he would always get stopped on the sidewalk, like, what sport do you play? Basically, people wanted to know if he was on the football team because that's the thing, right?
That's the thing.
And I'll never forget his response. He was an engineering major there on an academic scholarship. And whenever somebody asked him, inevitably a white student would ask him, what sport do you play? He said, I play academics. And they're like, of course.
I play them books. That's what I play.
Yeah, if you're a big Black dude at this school, of course you play sports. Of course you're here for your physical athletic achievements and not your academic intellectual ones, right? That was the assumption.
Yeah. And that's what the problem is when you're in those predominantly white institutions. Let's take a break. We're going to dive deeper into what it looks like to preserve these Black spaces